Okay, so you sent over this course outline, right? The one about practical project management for launching an online business.
Yeah, to gain resume experience, that one.
Right, exactly. I love the idea, and I think we can definitely pull out some great stuff here for anyone listening. Basically, even if you never launch a business, the skills this course teaches are super valuable.
Totally. It's like everyone thinks about project management for huge companies, but honestly, learning it yourself, even on a small scale,
Yeah.
it's a game changer for your resume, for just thinking about work differently.
It's funny you say that because the course starts off with something a lot of people think is basic, but it's so easy to get wrong. SMART goals.
Lesson 1, right.
Yeah.
And they nail it there because, yeah, everyone's heard of SMART goals, but turning them into something that wows a hiring manager, that's the art.
So true. Like, how do you get from specific, measurable, all that good stuff, to a story that makes someone say, I want to hire this person now?
And that's what's so smart about this course, no pun intended. It's all about taking those goals and turning them into proof. It's one thing to say, I made a website. It's another to say, I set this goal for my website, and by this time I achieved it, and here's the data.
Okay, so we're already seeing the difference between a boring resume bullet point and something that grabs attention. Then it gets even more real world. Lesson 2 jumps into planning, and this is where the acronym MVP comes in.
Minimum viable product. Sounds intimidating, but think of it like a movie trailer. You're not releasing the whole film, just a sneak peek to get people excited.
Love that analogy. So how does launching an MVP, even for a small business idea, help someone stand out on a resume?
It proves you can do stuff.
Yeah.
Like anyone can have an idea, but this shows initiative, problem solving, getting your hands dirty. Those are huge E for employers.
And on top of that, you're probably picking up tools like Trello, Jira, all that project management software that instantly makes you sound more legit.
It's like you're speaking the language of project management, and that's a huge advantage in today's job market.
And here's where I thought, okay, this is different. Lesson 3 jumps into teamwork, which I gotta admit, for a solo business, kind of threw me.
Yeah, it's easy to think, oh, it's just me, I don't need to worry about teams. But even if you're solo, you'll be working with people.
Freelancers, mentors, that kind of thing.
Exactly. So suddenly, knowing how to delegate tasks, how to motivate someone, even if you're not their actual boss, that becomes super relevant.
So even if your business is just you, those leadership skills still come through, which, again, looks great on a resume. Okay, so from teamwork, we move into the thick of it. Lessons 4 through 7, this whole idea of launching and then iterating.
The build, test, refine loop. This is where stuff gets real. You're moving from plans to actual product. And that can get messy, so the course introduces things like Scrum and Kanban.
See, those are the words that make people go cross-eyed. Can you give us the non-techie version? How would those methods even apply to, like, someone's Etsy shop, for example?
Okay, so say you launched your shop, but sales are slow. A/B testing lets you try different product photos, descriptions, see what gets people clicking. That's Scrum or Kanban in action. It's about being flexible, reacting to data.
Instead of just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping it sticks.
Exactly. You're showing employers you can analyze, adapt. That's valuable no matter what you're doing.
It's like built-in problem-solving skills, but you prove it with real stuff.
100%. And speaking of real world, lessons 8 and 9 get into risk management and marketing, which, you can't escape those.
Every job has some version of that, even if it's not your own business on the line.
Right. So think about it. You're interviewing for a job, and you can say, yeah, I thought about risks. Here's how I'd handle them. That's next level. Same with the marketing piece.
Instead of, I ran some Facebook ads, it's more like, here's the strategy behind why I picked those ads.
You get the whole picture, the WHY behind the what. That's huge for employers.
It's like you said earlier, speaking their language. You're not just doing the tasks, you're thinking like a business owner, which they love.
Which is exactly what this course is prepping you for. And it doesn't stop there. Lessons 10 and 11, they go even broader, long-term vision, how to optimize what you've built.
So it's not enough to GST launch. You got to have a plan for keeping it going.
Yep. And that brings us to, I think, the most crucial part for our listeners today. Lesson 12, reflection and resume building. This is where you connect the dots between your online business, even if it's hypothetical, and what hiring managers are dying to see.
It's like you've gone on this amazing trip, you've got all these experiences, now you need to put them in a scrapbook that'll impress people.
Love it. You'll learn to use those quantifiable metrics buzzwords. So instead of, I managed a project, it's more like,
I launched this online store in 3 months. increase user engagement by 15%, that kind of thing.
Music to a hiring manager's ears. You're showing, not just telling, your skills. That's the power of this whole course, really.
It's like you said, even if you never sell a thing online, you've sold yourself by going through this process.
Exactly. You've invested in your own development, shown initiative. That's what makes people stand out.
It's like you're creating a portfolio of tangible achievements, even if you're just starting out or have a gap in your work history.
Exactly. And here's the best part. Even if you never launch a full-fledged online business, the skills you gain from this course are like superpowers you can take with you anywhere.
Okay, I'm hooked. Tell me more about these superpowers.
Think about it. You'll have proven experience in setting goals, planning projects, managing resources, analyzing data, adapting to feedback, and even understanding basic marketing principles. These are valuable assets in any profession, from the tech world to healthcare, education, and beyond.
It's like you're not just building a business, you're building yourself up as a more competitive, well-rounded candidate.
Precisely. And it all starts with taking that first step, being willing to learn, experiment, and step outside of your comfort zone.
So for anyone listening who's feeling stuck, staring at that resume gap, or wondering how to break into a new field, maybe this is the sign they've been waiting for.
It's about more than just a resume, though. It's about investing in yourself, your skills, and your future.
Well said. So there you have it. We've gone from SMART goals to long-term vision, from MVPs to marketing mastery, and from launching a business to building a standout resume. This deep dive has given you the insights and inspiration to level up your game, whatever that game may be.
Remember, the most important project you'll ever manage is your own career. Now go out there and make it amazing.